31% of marketers, and that could be you, only are aware of the online communities their target audience participates in. That is a staggeringly low number. Why is it only 31%? Who is your audience and how do you get to know them better? That's really, if you're doing any kind of digital marketing, that is the first principle of any good marketing, is really understanding exactly who it is that you're trying to appeal to. Give me one of your best clients. Go ahead. Think about who they are, really. Do you actually know them specifically? I don't know if you have a name, whether it's Joe or Jane, but do you know who that customer really is? In just about any other digital marketing education piece that you probably have seen here on this platform or anywhere else, how many times have you actually watched someone try to speak intelligently or at an expert level about audience research and really understanding how to go about digging into the research, how to find your target audience? But I will. So I'm going to get into it right now. There's, of course, a lot to trying to understand and find your audience. And one of the best ways that we can do that is by using specific software like Spartoro. I've had great experience working with this software in particular. I am not an affiliate. This is not a paid situation here, but it's really just to help you understand more specifically about digging into and only using tools that will actually help get at what it is that you need. They do have a variety of different plans. It is a software that is founded by or co-founded by Rand Fishkin, who also was from Moz SEO, and really smart guy, and put together an amazing audience research software. The plans, as I said, are very affordable. You can do a monthly, you can do an annual. The most popular is this plan here. This is the current plan that our consulting practice does use. But even if you just started for free, just to play around with it, you're going to see a lot of really helpful stuff. Many times when I show my clients this, they're blown away. So, for example, we start with, and you can do anything. You can either search the keywords that they would typically search for, which I don't start there, and I would not recommend that. Why? Because, again, you're guessing. Start with either the keywords that might be reflected in the social media bio of your prospective audience member. So if we're going to assume, or I'm just going to use CMO as an example, this is data specifically pulled in from LinkedIn to really uncover and understand who is the audience. But there's other social platforms where it's being pulled in from as well. I'm just using LinkedIn as an example, but that is, I know, one of the platforms for sure that is plugging that information in. So Spartoro found 11,000 accounts with CMO in their bio located in the United States. And they typically, not surprisingly, visit Ad Age, Ad Week, some of the chief marketing officer. Some of these are also sort of like one-offs, but we can understand the searches for the keywords, marketing of the future, content marketing planning. Again, these are interesting, but not specifically a lot that we're gaining from, because we would probably assume these websites and these different search keywords. But we can see what I really like doing is understanding where they're spending the majority of their time. And again, this is not too surprising, but LinkedIn, number one platform for these people, followed by Quora, out there, over there, asking questions. And if you're not doing anything on Quora or Reddit, which you probably should, integrate those into your mix of your digital marketing. But this is where your audience is. This is where they're hanging out. Now, yes, they're on Google, of course, but beyond that, we need to think more omni-channel and understand more specifically, where are they spending their time? The other thing I like to do is let's take the website, for example. So if we use Bain.com as an example, we know there's almost 800,000 people on a monthly basis that visit that website. These are their typical competitors: McKinsey, BCG, Ernst & Young, PwC, Accenture. These are the heavier direct marketing consulting, management consulting, other companies. But when we look at the keywords, we can see consulting and management services, case studies practice. People are looking for internships. But what I really like too is trying to get some topic ideas. This doesn't extend just to topics for straight content for your website, but also should extend to your YouTube content, your video strategy, any other strategy when it comes to content across all the other platforms, and advisory services from the Big Four, financial services, consulting landscape. So there's a lot of really interesting topics here. This is how we go about really understanding more specifically around who is this audience and why should I be really focused in on them in more particularly. When you understand exactly who it is your audience is, this makes your job a lot simpler because now I know what content they need, where are they, podcasts, what YouTube videos, there's a whole host of other resources that we know that they will look at. Well, we also can see job roles. So, if you're trying to speak to the sales team, you are probably need to maybe think more specifically around where those people are because they're not necessarily on Bain's website. And a lot of them are in finance. But when we want to understand and do a sort of maybe even a cross promotion to understand what YouTube channels, podcasts, and subreddits are they involved in, this was kind of surprising. Smart Passive Income is a little bit surprising only in that those at Bain, this doesn't surprise me, Accenture, KPMG, even the World Bank, watching those YouTube channels. But I think that there shows some level of entrepreneurship because they like to listen to How I Built This and the Smart Passive Income online business podcast. So, and also subreddits of entrepreneur. But they are they're interested in finance. So maybe this isn't too much of a stretch. The point is that when you understand more specifically about who your customer is and what specifically it is that they're interested in, who and how to target them. Now, next video, I'm going to show you, now that you know who they are, in the next video, I'm going to show you how easily it is to create an actual content plan that will appeal to them. I'll see you in the next video.